with Chrissy. It's a beautiful morning on the deck. It's been amazing to hang out and watch the pelicans and the geese and all the things nice and calm and steady. I had a whole something to talk about today, and quite frankly, I just got so hijacked. I don't even remember what it was, to be honest with you. So I hope this isn't going to come out as a rant, and maybe what I want it to come out as is we as caregivers actually know what the hell we're doing. Like, this is not our first rodeo. This is not our first party. It's not our first anything, right? Unless it is for you, okay? But for some of us who have been at the party for at least 15 years, have learned a few things. So I have been trying for literally a month now to get one referral back to iSpine for the pain. If you've heard me talk about this before, you will know that I've been working on it for a while. So this week, I find out that I need the clinic to send our primary care provider to send to the VA that request for services. I made this very clear, very, very clear. Well, the lady who did it did not feel like I knew what I was doing. And she decided, after even a conversation, that she was just going to send it to iSpine. And I'm like, please don't do that because it's going to cause all kinds of a shitstorm I'd rather not clean up. And we don't have to go through if you just listen to me. I'm like, I tried to be very nice and very reasonable and all the things, right? But quite frankly, at some point, I mean, I'm fighting for us, our life, right? I'm not fighting you because I have nothing better to do. I'm not fighting you. I'm fighting what you're trying to do. And the fact that you're not willing to listen to me because you know better now puts me in a very, very intense, irritated spot because the VA just called me and they still don't have it. And I'm like, well, what are you saying? And he, not the lady who screwed me up in the first place, she's probably scared of me, which I'm okay with because if you, it wasn't that hard, okay? And I'm not okay with her being scared of me, but sweet Jesus. I mean, it's just our life. It's freaking pain, right? So I just got off the phone with him. And so instead of him calling me to make the appointment, which again I thought was going to happen probably for the fourth time now, he doesn't call me to tell me that. He calls me to like, I'm sorry I didn't call you yesterday. What's happening? Like, he wants to start back at 3 weeks ago. And I'm like, pause. Here's what happened. Here's what's going on. What do I need to do? So I spend half the conversation trying to get him caught up and tell him where we screwed the pooch, meaning the clinic sent it to iSpine. So my question to him was, do I need iSpine to send that to you guys? Or do I need the primary care to circle back and send it to you guys? Pretty straight up question. He proceeds to tell me that I have to go back to primary care. I'm like, well, why can't iSpine just send it to you since they have it and that's where we're going? Long story short, I push him a little bit more and I said, so hear me when I ask this. So what you're saying is that I have to go back to primary care for them to send the request for services to you instead of just having iSpine send the request for services to you. He's like, no, that's not what I said. What? And I like, this is the second time I clarified. Okay, let's be clear. And yeah, he's like, no, you just have to get iSpine to send it over to us. But he starts with, well, just find someone else to send it to us, like a different clinic, like a different, like this isn't our, whatever, that. And I think that's the disconnect, right? We're fighting for our life. We are not fighting you. So if you are the biggest problem in my way, if you're the biggest hurdle I have to jump, then at least help me move you instead of getting in a stalemate because we're having some kind of pissing match because you don't want to hear me because you just might be wrong. And I guess that if I wouldn't start so clear and kind, because clear is kind, unclear is unkind, okay? Had I not started so kind, I probably wouldn't have been so flippin' irritated. But I'm not even kidding you. Like oh my good Lord. Mm. So when I get off the phone, I have to circle back around to iSpine to see if they can send the stuff so we can get the appointment, which means that it's another week of pain, another week that he's suffering, another week that I feel horrible for leaving the house because he is in so much pain. And I know that things get worse when I leave. But at the same time, we have to live our life. And that is the hard part. We have to live our life. And so, however that looks, whatever that may look like, and it's important to do that even when it feels uncomfortable. So even if that's going out to mow the lawn and that's killing them watching that, if you enjoy mowing the lawn, you mow the lawn. Like you don't have to attach any guilt to that, but that's a different story. So I hope if you guys, anybody out there is fighting for what you need and nobody's listening to you, you just have to stop. It's kind of like with the people we support, right? If we keep pushing and we keep in this tug of war and one of us doesn't let off, we're always going to stay there. So are people who are living with whatever they're living with. It takes two to tango, right? Or one of us can let off and we can more dance, right? And right now, I had to let off because I'm not dancing. I'm on my way to jail, and that doesn't do us any good. So I'm trying to support myself the best I can. But I'm just going to tell you, it's not easy. It's not, and the hot headedness of me just wants to call somebody and just really blow a gasket because now 4 weeks a new person called me and now I got another thing on my to-do list which I shouldn't have had, so it's a little bit. Anyway, I'm over it. No, I'm not over it. I just want to check the box and I just want to get him to the clinic. It's like that thing that's sitting out here and I can't get it to stop sitting out here. Like it's making me anxious, it's making me pissed off, and it's just frustrating me. So, any Hoosers, enough of that. I hope you had a wonderful week. I forgot to mention that you should high five yourself for getting this far into it and surviving. And yay, we made it. So, I'm going to go to my next to do list on my box and check it off, hopefully. And I don't know, just keep on keeping on. You just got to keep trying. And sometimes you have to choose, like me taking the pressure off and just being done with that guy. uh it's more about me than it is about anything because I know what I need to do and I don't need to argue with you to do it. I just need you to stop talking and I need to go do it. So I hope that was helpful. Today's joke: what do you call a hippie's wife? Mississippi. Get it? Mississippi. I live in Minnesota. It's very appropriate. So take care. You totally got this. Remember, all you can do is the next right thing. Even if nobody's listening, at least you know you put a gallant effort towards it. And even if you got smacked in the face, get back up, dust yourself off, and here we go again. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you have an amazingly quiet weekend. And I hope you find a little time for yourself. So with that, take care. We'll see you next Friday. Bye bye.